baby. How you guys doing today? Steelers trade George Pickens to the Cowboys. What do you guys think of that? Does it make Aaron Rodgers want to come here more or less? Or is Aaron Rodgers trying to get Alan Lazard here? Or one of his buddies? Not sure. What do you guys think of it? It's a good trade? I don't know. I don't know what the end portion means that you said. How's everybody doing today? The Steelers trade George Pickens for a 3rd round and a 5th round 2027, I think. And then they get a 6th round back. I think it's a good deal. They didn't want him anymore because he was becoming a circus. His dad would chirp in the media. He'd chirp in the media. He unfollowed the Steelers last week before the draft. The Steelers always told him they weren't trading him also. So you knew it was coming. But does that make Aaron Rodgers want to come here more or less? I don't know that one. What do you guys think of the deal? Yeah, if you want to sub, that's up to you. Sub and a like, all up to you. I appreciate that, but that's all up to you. I appreciate that. I don't always do sports videos. I just thought I'd go live for a little bit. That's the big Pittsburgh news. George Pickens traded to the Cowboys. We could talk about anything, though. It don't matter. It don't matter. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I just got back from working for a little bit. I go back again later, so just hanging out for a minute. But I don't know if they're trying to get another wide receiver instead of George Pickens. Because right now we're in the same boat as last year with Van Jefferson, but now it's Robert Woods. I like Robert Woods, though, because he can block pretty good. So the Steelers like to run a lot. They do that stupid toss play all the time. But with Caleb Johnson, hopefully that helps. I don't know. Jalen Warren, yeah. John, you are my new friend, sir. Hope you're having a great day. Hope all is well. It was raining here earlier, a lot of construction. Driving was pain in the butt. Just hanging out for a little bit. Just thought I'd chat with you guys. We don't talk about football. We can talk about anything. But that's the big Pittsburgh news. So that's the big Pittsburgh news today. Just thought I'd hang out for a minute. Like that Toy Story song, You Got a Friend in Me. Driving is very dangerous. I'm sorry to hear that. Driving is very dangerous. Driving is one of the most dangerous things you can do. I drive every day. I'm a bus driver. I drive a van, so I know all about it. Sorry to hear that, though. We always bounce back, though. It'll take some time, but you'll get it. Grief's different for everybody, so I can't tell you what to do about it. I can't recommend anything. You just got to stay positive. That's a rough one, though. Sorry to hear that. Driving's crazy, bro. People drive crazy. I'm in a school van and people cut me off. People swerve in front of me. People turn without turn signals. People on their phones. Shasty, how you doing? I don't know if I said that right. I apologize. Good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Just hanging out for a little bit. My channel's mostly about vintage stuff, flea markets and stuff, but the big Pittsburgh news is they traded George Pickens today to the Cowboys. George Pickens goes to an actual circus, the Cowboys. And the Cowboys stunk last year. Dak Prescott was hurt. I appreciate that. Thank you. I just started last month, so I don't have a lot of subscribers yet. I've been on YouTube a long time, but I just started. You can hang out as long as you want. We'll go for an hour or two here as long as people are interacting and it's exciting. Just talking today. Sometimes I do live stream. Sometimes I do Pokemon openings. I like football, though. I watch football the most. I can't watch the Pirates because they're terrible. The Pirates are terrible, so I can't even watch them anymore. That guy fell off the Roberto Clemente wall. He jumped off, and everybody's praying for him. But he was drinking beers. He was 20 years old. That's okay if you're handicapped. No worries. No worries. No worries. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I do like flea market videos, antique stores, try to find good deals. I found my son a chair last week at the flea market, $10, an upholstered chair. Really nice for his room because he needed a nicer chair. Barely fit in the SUV, though. But we got it home. My cat's chirping at the birds. Louie, what's wrong? Louie's chirping at the birds. He likes chirping at the birds. He ain't allowed out there because there's too many cars. He'll get run over. People drive crazy. I just had some lunch. The Pittsburgh news is the Steelers trade George Pickens. Penguins also got rid of Mike Sullivan. That was a few days ago, so we're looking for a new coach. They said he was going to go to the Rangers, and he did, so he's going to the Rangers. Won 2 Stanley Cups here. What, Louie? I appreciate everybody in here. Like and subscribe goes a far way. What, Louie? Whatever you guys talk about. That's the big news today is the Steelers, though. We'll see if they get another receiver in a week or two. That's the only one I watch is football, really. I do watch hockey, but the Penguins have been stinking. And Steelers just getting fired up here shortly. They go to St. Vincent Latrobe to practice. You have to sign up for tickets now. You used to be able to just go for free. It's still free, but you have to sign up for tickets, which is stupid. Indonesia, how you doing? I've seen some of the beaches in Indonesia. I watch Field Day. He fishes there, and I don't know if he lives there now or not. Field Days. He's from Australia, but I think he goes to Indonesia, so I've seen some Indonesia content. Good fishing, I know that. Besides that, I don't know much about Indonesia. John Hip is my channel. If you subscribe to me and you have let other people see your subscriptions, then I'll see your name and I'll subscribe later. You have to have public on. I check out everybody's channel. I watch YouTube a lot, so I try to watch everybody's stuff. I have 2 long format videos on my channel. One's about an estate sale place that I went to a few weeks ago, and the other was about the flea market outside. And then I do daily shorts of Pokemon cards. I do card of the day. I don't watch too much soccer. Both are pretty good, though. I know both of them are pretty good players. I know that. I don't watch too much soccer. I know that they're both good. I couldn't tell you what teams they're on now, though. I couldn't tell you what teams they're on, so. Yeah, you can either comment on a short or watch my regular video. I need to get my watch hours up, so I'm trying to get people to watch my stuff. Joe said hi. Mr. Schoof, how are you? What do you think of the trade? Or if you just come to hang out, you can chat about anything. But the Steelers trade George Pickens today for some draft picks after the draft, so it don't really help that much unless they're trying to get a wide receiver from somebody else. It's an L. An L for the Steelers or an L for the Cowboys? And then explain why you think that. Oh, you said Joe said hi. Louis was chirping at the birds. Iceman, hello, how are you doing today? Oh. My lady got me the Liquid Death. Dr. Death. It's fire. It's my favorite. Or Lath. We talk about whatever you want. I was talking about the George Pickens trade. We traded George Pickens to the Cowboys today for some draft picks. But you guys could talk about whatever you want. If you think it's a good trade or not. From England, UK in the house. Some London. London.
Everyone Tracy Mike's.
Hey, you want me to get a Parolos? I said you want me to get a Parolos in a little bit. I'm related to, my family's supposed to be from the UK. Don't know if that's true or not. John, you can talk about whatever you want, sir. I'm sorry about your sister, though. It is very sad. I watch a lot of UK people. I watch For the Win TCG. He's from London. Or UK. I don't know if it's actually London. He's from over there. What do they call it? Over the pond. Fish and chips. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. I mostly make content about antiques, flea markets, Pokemon, vintage stuff like that most of the time. Most of the time. The big Pittsburgh news today is the Steelers traded George Pickens. So that's the big news today. Clash Royal, hey. North Carolina, very nice. North Carolina, very nice. I like North Carolina. I'm going there this year for vacation. How's everybody doing today? I appreciate everybody stopping by. Could talk about whatever you want. India in the building. We have London in the building. North Carolina, India. The legendary Spiker. Hello. Hello. Talk about whatever you guys want. The big Pittsburgh news. George Pickens was traded. Florida's very nice. I've been to Florida. I love St. Augustine. Beautiful place. I like Florida a lot as well, but it's very expensive. And it's a far drive from Pennsylvania. So we did North Carolina this year. Still a 9-hour drive, but not as bad as Florida. You said where you're from, John. You said North Carolina. Orlando's nice. I've been to Orlando. I've been to the City Walk, Universal Studios, Doling Dragons, the Hulk ride. My lady wants to go there for the Mario. She wants to go there for Mario Land. Shoot, did you see Mario Land? I don't know how expensive it is. It's expensive, though. I think it was like $3,000 or something. It's expensive. I know that. John, I wouldn't say your town, just to be a little private. State's fine. Is it on now, Clash Royale? I don't know. I know those are good teams, but I don't know. I don't know who's on them, and I don't know if it's on my TV or not. Is the game on now, Clash Royale? Yeah, Universal was $3,000. Oh, they played last night. I get some of the games on ESPN Plus and stuff. I don't know. I don't know all the players or who's the best. I know those teams are solid, though. I know that. That's all I know about that. I mean, I don't know you that well, John, to visit you in person, but you could talk on here as much as you want, and I'll be your friend. Smoked Barcelona. I thought it said barbacoa. I was thinking about food. I was reading barbacoa. My lady wants a sub, so I might go get the this hoagie spot. It's a 2-foot hoagie, and it's $17. It's a nice hoagie. They cut it fresh on the spot. It's a nice Italian sandwich. Yeah, I think the 3,000 included hotel or something, maybe. So yeah, about 1,000 for 3 of us. But you had to fly from UK as well. So I don't know what that cost as well. We'd have to drive like 17 hours or something. So it's pretty far. 17 hours is pretty far from where I live. I drove it 3 years ago. I drove 12 to Georgia straight, and then we stayed there for a few days, and then we drove to St. Augustine. It took 8 hours. And then I had to drive all the way home, so it wasted 2 days. Bebe John Hip says hello to you. Yeah, it's a long drive. North Carolina, where we're going, is 9 hours this year, so which ain't as bad. Still a decent drive, but not bad. Orley, hello, hi. I don't know if I said that right, but hello. Hello again. Hope everyone's having a good day. Pittsburgh news, the Steelers traded George Pickens to the Cowboys for draft picks. So we don't know if they're trying to get someone else. We don't know if Aaron Rodgers is still coming. We don't know if this is to try to get one of Aaron Rodgers' friends to get him to come. No idea. Hola, the sun. How are you? Good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's a little rainy here. Baseball, our team's the Pirates. We have Paul Skeens, but the rest of the team is garbage. George Pickens, the Steelers, that's football that you throw, not kick. I know you're football, soccer. Our football, they do the toss. I try to say everyone's name right. If I butcher it, I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Unless you explain. But yeah, we mostly watch the football here. We have the Steelers, the Pirates, and the Penguins. The Penguins stink. I like rugby. I don't know what's going on while I'm watching it, but I do like it. I do like the drop kicks. I enjoy the drop kick. They used to have us play rugby at school in gym class, but not as rough. But they taught us a little bit about it. They taught us a little bit about it. Well, I don't even know what your school lunches are. I don't know any of that. What do you guys eat for lunch in the UK? I lost my bottle cap. I try to say everybody's name right. I don't want to butcher anybody's name. Now, if it's vulgar, I won't say your name. Pizza. Love me some pizza. We were just talking about getting a hoagie. It's a 2-foot hoagie and it's $17. Addison, what's up? Addison made it. How are you today? Another person from the UK. Cheryl Steele. Another person from the UK. How are you? I was told my family's from the UK, but I don't know if that's true. My mom used to say we were from Liverpool way back, but I don't know if that's true. I don't have proof. Hello again. You're up early? I don't know if your time zone's early. Mine's I think we're about 10:30 here. Yeah, I didn't see you for a while. I was asking Mary if you were okay because I didn't see you for a while. And then Mary said that she didn't see you, but she thinks you were okay. I saw you a couple days ago. I meant before that because I didn't see you a while. I normally see you in somebody's chat. Like Mike the Bike or Mary or Sunny. I normally see you somewhere. Or Gig Work. I don't know if you watch Gig Work or not. Gig Work's pretty funny too. He inspired me to make my channel. But my channel's about different stuff. I do flea markets, antique stores, estate sales, church sales. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, you can do the test, but then they keep all your DNA on file and stuff, so I don't know. I never did it because of that. They keep all your stuff on file. Blue Creeper, hello, how are you doing today? Yeah, the one just went out of business, 23andMe, and you had to write a letter or something to get them to delete your information so they could sell all your DNA information. It was a United States brand, 23andMe. They went out of business, and they could sell all your information, all your private information, your DNA, everything. They could sell all that to a company. So that's why I haven't done it. But my mom did say like great-great-great-great-grandpap was from Liverpool, but I don't know if it was true. Because we have a very common last name. I'm on Wi-Fi, so you should not lose signal. I'm on my house Wi-Fi. Just hanging out today. It's going okay. I did my morning shift, and then I'll go back in the afternoon. I had one kid that wouldn't get off the bus, so I had to get the principal to get him off the bus today. I don't know if I'd be able to drive on the wrong side of the road in London. That'd freak me out, bro. With the steering wheel on the wrong side, I don't know if I could drive like that. What are you guys doing today? Anything cool going on today? I drive a van, and it's not bad. My kids are normally good. The one kid didn't want to get off the bus, so I had to get the principal. Because he stands outside, so he talked to him and got him off. So, besides that, it was easy. You had a fire at your school today? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to drive on the wrong side of the road or with the steering wheel. Our mailmen here have the steering wheel on the wrong side of the road, and I don't even think I could do that. That would freak me out. They gave you them jumbos. Oh, your fire alarm went off. It could just be a test or a false alarm, though. It might not actually be on fire. I hope it's not on fire. Yeah, I could not drive on the wrong side of the road. That'd freak me out. You know what they say, if there's smoke, there's fire, bucko. So I don't know. But if you're in a car and you're going home, I guess it is on fire? I don't know. I hope you're safe. Hope your school's safe. Yeah, my kids are good. I give them candy every Friday or a snack. If they're good the whole week, they get something. And sometimes I let them choose. Sometimes I get them bags of chips. I only have like 5 or 6 kids, so I don't have that many. Like I couldn't see doing it for like 40 kids or a whole bus full of kids, but I do that for them. Oh, it's the end of school. Okay. All right. I forgot time difference things. Yeah. But yeah, they're good kids. They show me the report cards. I coach them up. I tell them, okay, you're doing good in this. You got to work on that a little bit. Real nice to them. Hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, the kids I drive take about that long. These kids are on the bus about an hour and 10 hour and 20 minutes. Yep. I don't know how spread out England is, or the UK. I don't know how like spread out it is, like highways and stuff. But yeah, I coach them up. I even tell them, I'm like, if you don't have a parent that can come to your school for something, if I can go, I'll go. So they have an adult there. But because sometimes parents work and stuff. So it's small. Okay. I've never been there. I've only been to Mexico, Canada, California, Florida, the East Coast. I've been to the whole East Coast, pretty much. He was chirping at the birds. The squirrels out there too. I just seen them.
I need more peanuts.
The rules are strict in the UK. I mean, we have strict rules too. I mean, probably not as strict, I guess. Yeah, you can't get kicked off the bus. Like I had a kid eating on the bus today, and then we can't eat on the bus because it's a choking hazard. And if you're choking, I have to be able to stop the bus and do all that, so we can't eat on the bus. And then also allergies. So he kept eating on the bus today, and I tell him, I'm like, we can't eat on the bus. So I think that's why he wouldn't get off the bus today, but the principal came and got him. So yeah, if I give a kid something and he chokes on the bus, I'm responsible. So I have to give them whatever I get them. I give it to them while they get off the bus. That way they're with their family or with somebody, and then it's okay. But yeah, I'm not allowed to do any of that. Yeah. Because I'm driving, and then they could be choking and I don't know, or, whatever. I understand why it's a rule, and I never thought about it. And we have safety meetings every month, and they said that is a thing. So you do have to be careful. Yeah.
Down there, I was feeding him peanut.
Is it the fat squirrel?
You don't do that.
Did he look fat?
I don't know.
We feed this squirrel. We named him Potato, and then the chipmunk. His name is Onion. They live in my front yard. And the birds. Got lots of birds. You gotta open the door back up. You just want the attack. I just spilled water. The cap come off. When you want the hoagie?
I guess.
Cheryl, I don't know that language. I only know English. Sorry about that. And I can't translate in here, so. Yeah, I only know English. I did learn French for a little bit, but I was terrible at it, so. My cat Louie's being bad today. Louie's being bad. Louie, you being bad today. Go lay down, Louie.
Your toenail. Are you going to bite me?
I got Blue Jays, Cardinal, titmouse, squirrel, groundhog, chipmunk, rabbits. Have a good day. I appreciate you stopping by, Mr. Schoof. I have a garden, too. I'll be doing live streams of the garden. Hopefully we can find some plants this weekend and get them in there. I'll live stream that, too, because the garden is cool. I appreciate that. I think it's important to teach our kids how to grow food, even if it's just tomatoes or cucumbers or something. My son helps out with the garden. He has a strawberry plant. I'm in Pennsylvania, so our climate's a little different. We didn't plant anything yet because it was kind of chilly and stormy for a little bit, and the frost will kill them. I don't think it'll frost anymore, but you got to be careful when you plant the stuff because you will lose your plants here. I built a fenced-in garden last year for the first time. We grew tomatoes, banana peppers. We tried zucchini. They didn't do too well. Strawberries, basil, parsley. I think that's it. We had a lot of tomatoes. The peppers didn't get too big, but they were okay. I had to fence it in because I have too many deer. The deer try to eat my stuff. Groundhogs climb stuff. It's 2 railroad tie high. New Jersey. Pennsylvania's huge to drive across. It's big. But I did 2 railroad ties I got for free. They were tearing down a wall. So I built a rectangle of that, and then I got this fence for free. You better be good. Quit it. And then I got plastic fencing around it, and I bought a gate. That was the only thing I bought, and the dirt to go inside. So I built it so they couldn't get into it because the animals would have ate it all. We had lots of cherry tomatoes, so I'll do a live stream of that. Yeah, I have a huge tree. I have a tall tree in my front yard too. Pennsylvania has a lot of trees. And it's very hilly. It's not flat. We got hit with a bad storm last Tuesday. My mom still don't have power. Helen still don't have power.
Really?
7 days. They said they had to order a transformer. And the warehouse is right here, and it's been out 7 days. The warehouse is right across the street from where I live, and they still they are very slow to fix these power lines. Very slow. Mine was out 3 days. I lost all my food. I didn't have a ton, but it was still at least like $150, $200 worth of food. $150. Still a good amount of food. Had to throw it all out. It was out 3 days. Cherry tomatoes. Yeah, I do the cherry tomatoes because a groundhog can like get some and the chipmunks can get some. But a groundhog will bite your big tomatoes, bite it, and then put it down and bite another one. So a groundhog will ruin all your tomatoes. And they can climb. I have pictures of them climbing my bushes over there. The one groundhog climbed my bush to get the berries over here behind my kitchen. I saw him in the tree. I'm like, I didn't know they climbed that good. They climb good. So I had to build a fence around it. I'll live stream it though, doing the garden. I think we're gonna do tomatoes and cucumbers so far, and then the strawberry plant's still in there. He climbed my bushes on the side to eat the berries. They're not like human edible berries, but he climbed to eat the berries. They're called burning bushes. They have some kind of bud, and he was eating them. I'm Positive Pokes Rural. And my name is Gary. That's all I could tell you. Yeah, they can dig too, but mine's on gravel, so I built like a raised garden bed. I got to keep adding dirt so it's higher. We added 3 bags last weekend, so it's nicer now. And we mulched the front yard. So I don't have as many weeds now. I mulched the front yard, like the pathway and then on the street. We have a big pine tree, so the pine needles come down, so they keep the weeds from growing. So it's a nice yard. Positive Pokes. Yeah, that's my channel name. Yeah, Texas, I know you got that storm. It might storm today, too. I saw, or was that yesterday? I saw something about on YouTube there was a storm down there. Houston. Yeah, Houston got hit last night. Yeah, that's right. Houston got hit last night. I saw that on YouTube. Them storm chasers, I was watching that.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah, that's my squirrel. That's Potato the squirrel. Eternal Sugar Cookie. How are you? Have a good evening, Cheryl. Enjoy work. Hopefully it goes well. I appreciate you stopping by. This person in Texas planted their squash already, and she said it's already up. Like it's already growing. Well, they've been getting hit with storms, though, too. They've been getting hit with storms, too. I saw that. Yeah, she said 4 inches of rain. Yeah, I saw that last night. Houston was getting hit. They said tornado warnings and stuff. Here comes the mailman. He gonna scare the squirrel, Mr. Potato. That is Potato, because he's fat. That is Potato Squirrel. That's the big one. Because we get a couple of them. Is the mailman gonna scare him?
I don't know what the mailman.
You guys want to see Potato? I'll show you Potato. See if I can show you Potato. It won't let me flip it. There's Potato. He's eating a peanut. Okay, I can flip it now. Here we go. He's right there. That's Potato. He's the fat one. That's why I call him Potato. He's the only one I could tell. They chase each other around, but that's Potato. He's eating a peanut right on camera. He's not that afraid of me. I open the door and throw him peanuts, but he runs away. He runs a little bit. Yeah, well, the bird's that too, but that's Fat Potato. That's why I call him Potato. Onion ain't out. Onion's the chipmunk. Onion's the chipmunk. He's not out. And then Louis stares at him all day. Louis stares at him all day. That's Potato. That's why I call him Potato. I forget the groundhog's name. We named him last year the groundhog. There's a cardinal out there now. He can go on the bird feeder in a minute.
Oh, I usually put bird feed on there. I didn't do it today.
He is staring at you a little bit.
I know he's angry.
This cardinal stares at us. They come on our windowsill and they stare at us if we don't feed them. They're like, hey, I'm hungry. They stare at us.
Oh, there's the other cardinal.
Yeah, there's 2 cardinals out there now. We get all kinds of birds. The blue jays. There's these grackles. They scare everything away. There's these big blackbirds. My cat hates them. He growls at them and stuff. He hates them. Louis hates them. Louis chased Onion a few times. Ran out the door, chased Onion a few times. The birds know. They're smart. They know what's going on. Yeah, these are grackles. I don't know what you have in your area. And we have those cowbirds, too.
Onion's outside.
Oh, Onion's out there now.
Up in his cheeks.
I don't know if I could show you Onion. He might run away. Oh, he's out there. Here's Onion. That's Onion. We named him Onion. My lady named him Onion. Onion stuffing his face. He's going to go right in his hole. Look, he's going to go right in his hole. Yep, see? Right in his hole. I got him on camera going right into the hole. He had his face stuffed. He went right in the hole. And then the squirrel's still eating. He's still eating over there. That's Potato. Potato's the biggest one. And he got the poofiest tail. That's how I know which one he is. He's the fattest. He's the fattest. He's the fattest. He lets me open the door and he'll run away a little bit, but he won't grab the peanuts from my hand or nothing. I knew people that used to feed them by hand. But no, they're definitely wild animals. My cat tried to catch him. My cat tried to get him a couple times. I opened the door and he ran out after him, and the chipmunk ran right in the hole. And the cat was like, where did he go? It was like Tom and Jerry. The cat was looking around for him. Yeah, the cackles are annoying. cackles. Yeah, they're annoying. We have them brown birds too. They put their eggs in other birds' nests to take care of them. They have like a brown head. They're called cowbirds. We have them too. The squirrel's about to beat up the blackbird. The squirrel's about to beat him up. I hope everybody's having a good day. We got a blue jay now. I can't show you because he'll fly away. He'll fly away. I don't think I could show you from here. Let me see. I don't know if I could. There's a blue jay there.
Oh, look, the chipmunk's all the way in the bush. You see him?
I can't see him from here.
He's right there. You can see the top of the bush. He's right there.
How did he go up?
The deer was eating that bush this morning.
The squirrels steal insulation from the houses. That's what the Addison said. Yeah, I had one living in my attic for a little bit. Do the cowbirds have a really long beak? I think they can. I don't know if ours are different, and yours might be different in Texas. I'm not sure. The blue jay's back again.
He's eating a piece of walnut I put in there.
He's picking out the walnuts.
He's eating it. Not the blue jay one.
He flew away again. They flew away again. Ours up here aren't all brown. They have a brown head and then they have black body. They're called cowbirds, and they put their eggs in other birds' nests like robins, crows, and then the other birds take care of them, and then it hurts the other birds from getting food as much. So they're actually like kind of invasive. I don't know where they came from, but like they're like not a good bird to have. But you can't like catch them or nothing.
The peanut was this big and he shoved it in his cheek.
Yeah, I got so many animals, I have to have the garden fenced in. The chipmunk stole like some strawberries, a little bit of cherry tomatoes. The slugs were bad. Somebody said put beer in there and the slugs will drink the beer and die. I don't know.
Eggshells on the bottom and then the slugs were coming.
They eat the eggshell or it just keeps them from coming?
It keeps them from coming. Yeah, I knew you were hungry. You did.
I get all kinds of birds. I get the titmouses. They're these gray little birds. They're like smaller. They're called tufted titmouse. They're gray. I did see a robin yesterday that was really orange, like the brightest orange. Normally they're like around my house, they're like brown, like the brown belly, but this one was bright orange yesterday. We get the sparrows. She's talking about the cowbirds. Different birds have different colors in different areas because of climates and stuff and what they eat and weird stuff. So hers could be a little different. I know what she's talking about though. My mom has one of them cameras where you can watch the birds, like on the Wi-Fi, which is pretty cool. Oh, she said if you have blue jays, you won't have hummingbirds. She said she got honeysuckle and trumpet vine. I planted trumpet vine down back and in the front, but they haven't grown yet because it says you need to have the seeds get cold first. I only seen one hummingbird here ever at my house. I've only seen one ever. So I've only seen one, and it was a big brown one. It was big, though. It was big. Miss Positive's mom house, they come all the time because they feed them. Whiskey Jacks. I don't know if I have Whiskey Jacks. I don't even know what that looks like. They said they look like gray blue jays. I don't know if I have those here because I'm in Pennsylvania. The squirrel's still eating. Potato is still eating. That's why his name is Potato. He's still eating. There's them blackbirds.
There's just one. I don't know where the other ones are.
The squirrel's like in the tree over there, like chilling. These aren't the cowbirds. That's those grackles. That's a grackle, that thing.
They have the shiny head.
Yeah, the trumpet regrows, but we got the seeds from Miss Positive's mom's house, and then I tried to dry them and plant them, but I didn't let them get cold. They have to get cold for like 60 days or something. So they have to be in the ground before, while it's cold, then they grow. So I tried, but I don't know if they're going to grow or not. I didn't know that. I had to ask somebody about them, and they told me that. No, I do have crows too, but the crows don't come to steal food though. But we do have crows. I hear them in the backyard.
No, I want to befriend a crow, so they bring me stuff.
But I think they're mating right now because I haven't seen them as much. I think the crows are mating right now. Last year I had a robin fall out of the nest, and he was having trouble flying, so we put out food for him. We named him Charles, and he healed up and he flew away. I got a picture of him. His name is Charles. When the robins stare at me, I think it's Charles every time, but I'm sure it's not. I didn't bring him in the house. I just put food outside. Because if you touch them, sometimes they say the moms won't take them back. So I didn't touch him, but I could see he couldn't fly yet. He was a small robin. Because they always put nests in my tree up there. Yeah, that was a grackle. They steal all the food. There's like 15 of them. They fly around my whole neighborhood. They get the food anyway, so. But we have 2 little bird feeders. That squirrel potato chewed a hole in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
The squirrel chewed a hole in the bottom of it. It was a brand new feeder from the dollar store. It was $3, a longer one. So I had to glue a pop cap in there. I cut out 3 bottles of water, like the round part, and I super glued that on there. And then I had to put a peg in it to hold the bottom up. I had to glue it to fix it. But it's fixed for now. But the one hole to get the food, they can't get food because I had to glue it. But I did fix it though. The potato's still out there. Let's watch Potato for a minute.
His cheeks are full. Look at the little birds. Oh, they ran away.
Potato's still out there.
I just ran in his hole
Onion will come back.
with his cheeks full.
Potato. Fat potato.
See that little brown bird?
Where's he at?
He's over here.
Oh, there is a little bird. That's a little sparrow or chickadee or something.
That's not a chickadee.
The chickadees have the black head.
Yeah. Look how much of the cake is gone.
Oh, they've been eating the cake.
There was a woodpecker out there yesterday. He was on the tree.
No, I'm not hunting. These are my front yard animals, Xavier. That's Potato. He's my friend. That's my friend Potato.
What?
I don't see Onion. Onion was out a while ago.
He's right there coming out of his hole.
Oh, is he? He's going to come back.
Yeah, he had to empty his cheeks.
You guys want to see Onion or Potato? Here he comes. Here comes Onion. Here comes Onion. Where'd he go?
He sits at the top of it. That bush. There you go.
Oh, is he on that bush? Oh, he's on the top of this bush. Look at Onion. This is Onion. Potato's cooler, though.
We have a bunny, too.
See, this is the blackbird. That's not a crow because he's not as big. This is a grackle.
And he has a shiny head.
He just comes and steals food like that. But that's Potato. Potato's huge. That's why I call him Potato. And I could tell him because he's bigger. Potato's bigger than the other one.
See, he's eating a walnut again.
Oh, and here's Onion eating. That's Onion. Are you saying hi to us or hi to the squirrels or Onion? This is just my front yard. We throw food on the ground. I do have a bird feeder, but he chewed it. He chewed it up. Miss Positive, hold this. See if I could throw him some peanuts. Or is there no more peanuts? I got to buy more peanuts. She put out the rest of the peanuts today.
There's my teacup bird feeder.
And here's our teacup bird feeder. I don't know if you could see it. It's right there. The cardinals like that one. My other one, they chewed a hole in. The squirrel chewed a hole in, so I had to fix it.
We give you your ducky. You have You have still.
I have to buy more peanuts.
Well, you had catnip on your back, you goofball.
And then there's onion.
It's all on the floor right here. Stop it.
Onion and potato.
Stop. It's right here. Oh, stop it.
He's going to get you. You want to see Louie? Give me that. Give me that. Give me that toy. Give me that bootstick. He gets mad. Give me that.
Put him on both of them.
He gets mad. Give me that. Don't get me. Louie's mean. Onion is a chipmunk, yeah. Onion is a chipmunk. He is right there. He's still eating.
This too.
And potato is still eating. Potato is bigger than a potato.
Don't.
I throw potato peanuts, and he runs to the tree over there. He is a little bit afraid, but he's not as afraid of the other ones. We have a peacock at our zoo. It walks around. The zoo doesn't even own it. It just walks around. Yeah, we have cardinals. We have cardinals. We have cardinals. I get a lot of cardinals here. The blue jay was out a little bit ago. Iguana, yeah. Dad had one as a pet. He got it from a bar. Somebody had it at a bar, and it was real mean. And took it home, and it would smack you with its tail. It was a mean iguana, bro. It was mean, bro. I remember that when I was a kid. That thing was mean, bro. He would smack you with his tail. See, Potato gets real close. He's not even afraid. This is like 1 foot from my door. He doesn't even get afraid. He won't come up to you, but he's not even afraid. He's not even afraid. Yeah, well, I'm in Pennsylvania, so it wasn't like an iguana from Pennsylvania. I don't know how my dad got it from a bar. I don't know, somebody didn't want it anymore. And he brought it home, and that thing was mean, man. He would slap you with its tail. You couldn't even hold him or nothing. That thing was mean, bro. That thing was mean. He was super mean, bro. I couldn't even tell you what its name was. It was so long ago. Yeah, I don't remember this one biting. Have you ever eaten one? What does it taste like? I know they shoot them on the golf courses in Florida, and I know some people do eat them. I've never eaten one. I've had alligator. Alligator's pretty good. I've had alligator. I had alligator bites from a restaurant called Gators. That was actually in New York, though. I like frog legs. I've made frog legs here at my house. We have a seafood market in our area that you can get anything. You can get anything at the seafood market. It's a pretty famous one. And we also have this meat store where you can get anything. I would love that. You get $12 per iguana. That'd be awesome. I would love to do that for a job. That would be awesome. Yeah, here you can get alligator downtown here. Dang. Yeah, I know they're invasive in Florida, yeah. We were in St. Augustine, and we seen all those little lizards too. Those anoles. They're brown little lizards. They travel everywhere. Oh, you let them hatch. I wouldn't have let them hatch, but I guess they're already invasive. You can get any meat you want here. You can get like gazelle, you can get lion, you can get ostrich. You can get anything. Downtown, they have it all. It's this meat store. They have everything. Alligator, frog legs, buffalo, bison, anything. I have Louie. He's eating. Louie, my cat. That's my only pet. Florida has everything. I've never fished Florida. I like fishing too. My cat's name is Louie. He's 4 years old. He hunts. If anything tries to get in my basement, he hunts it. No, it's okay. Louie's cool. He was an outdoor cat, so he's a little mean. A little bit. A little mean. He's not like a feral cat, but he's a little mean. He come from the outside. He come from Miss Positive's mom's house. Nice. I haven't tried everything on the meats, but I did get frog legs there, and I breaded them myself, and we ate them the one day. I got some perch. I breaded that fresh from downtown. And then the meat store has everything. Like ostrich, they have everything. They have everything. I appreciate you hanging out. Hope you have a good day. Hope you are blessed. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Potato's gone. I think Potato's gone. I don't see him now. I ran out of peanuts. Once the peanuts are gone, he's like, I'll see you later. So I got to buy more at the store. I was going to buy some yesterday, but I was like, there's some in there. Yeah, you can get gator down there at the store. I'm sure it comes from somewhere down in Florida or Louisiana, but yeah, they have everything. They have everything. It's like a butcher shop, but they have it all frozen back there, and you can buy whatever you want. There's bison burgers. Everything. They got everything. Gazelle. They have weird stuff. I didn't even know you could eat gazelle, or they have gazelle. It's crazy stuff they have down there. When I was in Florida, I didn't go to the Gator Park, but there was a Gator Park there. We went to St. Augustine. We didn't go to the Gator Park though. But when I had Gator, it was in New York. It was a restaurant called Gators. It was like popcorn gator tail with like an onion ring sauce, like you get it Outback, like that zesty onion sauce dipped in that kind of stuff. That's like what they dip it in, I guess. It's like a Creole mayo. I never eat an iguana. I know people do because they hunt them down there. People do eat them though. I don't know what it would taste like. I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. I wouldn't eat them. $12 an iguana though to work for your job, hunt them things. Oh, that's an easy job, I think. That'd be easy. $12. You get 2 an hour. That's $24 an hour. What? You don't think you could eat it, or you don't think you could hunt them? Which one? If you get 2 an hour, that's $24 an hour just to go get some iguanas? Oh man, sign me up. Sign me up. I know they get paid for the snakes and the gators too certain times, but the iguana's $12. I never had snake. I've never eaten snake. I've heard of people eating snake, but I never had snake. If you didn't know it was iguana, what about this? Would you eat frog legs? Would you eat frog legs? Because frog legs are fire. I like frog legs. Frog legs are good. I never caught them myself. I bought them and made them, but I never caught them myself. Frog legs are good. Frog legs are good. You just bread them up. Frog legs are good. Mix some Cajun seasoning in the breadcrumb or with the flour. Frog legs are good. I pan fried them, shallow pan fry them. Iguana, I don't know about eating iguana. I don't know about that. I don't know about iguana though. Potatoes back. Louie's watching them. Louie's watching them. Louie's watching them. Get him, Louie. Louie don't care. People do eat that. They call them Rocky Mountain oysters. I think that's what they call them, Rocky Mountain oysters. I've never had that. I think that's what people call them, though. Rocky Mountain oyster. Yeah, I've never eaten that. I think you could probably get that down there, though. You can get every meat down there. It's crazy. They have everything. I want to do like a whole fish on the grill smoked with like salt and pepper on it. I want to do that. That sounds fire. I keep seeing people do that on YouTube. Yeah, I know they're a thing down there. That's cowboy land. They do eat that down there. I know that. We're taught they do eat that stuff. They do. You dip it in something. Like I saw they dip it in sauce, some kind of sauce. They dip it in some kind of sauce. Probably like the same thing, like a zesty mayo or something. Probably like a zesty mayo or something. It's good though. It's probably good. A lot of people like it. I've never had an oyster, like a regular oyster. I never had an oyster. I never had an oyster. I've had scallops, clams. I've had all that, but I never had an oyster. I don't know if oysters are good or not. Never had an oyster. I don't know what a calf fry is. Like, do they cook the whole cow? I know a calf's a baby cow. I know that. But I don't. What's a calf fry? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. To control the herd. I got you. Okay. I got you. Yeah, but they had to go buy them. You didn't own all the cows. Did you have a golf course and cows? I think that'd be crazy to have a lot of cows. That'd be like a lot of work. I know people do it. Nobody does that around here really, because the country you'll see some cows, but not that many. Virginia has a lot of cows. When we drove through, there was more cows than people. Virginia has a lot of farmland and cows. Nice. That's a lot of work. We're not even allowed to have chickens. You have to have a permit to have chickens here. You have to pay for a permit for the year. You have to pay for the chicken coop, and you have to pay for the feed. So by the time you pay $200, you have enough eggs for the whole year, anyways. $200, I can have enough eggs for the whole year. So for me, it's not worth to have chickens here, at least. Oklahoma. Never been to Oklahoma. We watched Twisters, and it was from Oklahoma, and we got hit with a bad storm after we watched it, so we're not allowed to watch Twister anymore. I don't live in a town, like in the city, like I'm on the outskirts, yeah. But like you have to have a permit, so you have to pay $50 to your municipality. So you got to pay $50. You got to feed the chickens, which is more than $50, and then you got to pay for the coop, which is more than $100. So you're not getting anything back until a while, and you have to pay the $50 every year for the permit. So at that point, I could just have eggs for $50. I know they're expensive, but that's too much. They always want their money. A fishing license here was $28 this year for a fishing license, just a normal fishing license. Yeah, fishing license was $28. It's gone up every year. It used to be $19, $20, $22. It's gone up every year. Your dogs would eat them. Yeah, well, around here you got to watch raccoons stealing your chickens, stealing your eggs, possums stealing your eggs, stealing your chickens. Hawks will swoop your chickens. So you got to watch. Like it's hard to protect them. So you have to have a good chicken coop for that, which is wild. Yeah, you got to have like a chicken coop and protected from underground, protected from the sky. What do you pay your friend for the eggs? I'm just curious. What do you pay them? Yeah, if I didn't have to have a permit and I didn't have to have all that stuff, then I would have a chicken. I would have some chickens, but you just get them, okay. Yeah, we'll see signs like $3-4 a dozen down the road and stuff. But yeah, for here to have the permits, it's not worth it. You have to have all those permits. That's too much work. Yeah, the feed does add up. You have to have corn, mealworms, and stuff. It adds up. You can feed them scraps, and they will eat bugs and stuff, but you still have to feed them a good amount. It still costs money. So it all adds up. You want me to order the hoagie in a little bit? You just want meat and cheese, right? See, my garden's small. I have a tiny garden. I'll show y'all. I'll show you the garden. Stay. I'll show you the garden. I built this last year, so this is the first one because I didn't work and I didn't know if the animals would stay out of it. So this is the first one. It's small, but it's the first one. It's the first one I made. That's my strawberry plant, and then it's this much space. Got a nice little gate on it. Two railroad ties high. And then I got the fence going around it. Yeah, that's what I bought for now. But I built it all for free. I got these railroad ties for free. I got the fencing for free, and I got the boards on there for free. And then this is where our zucchini were so they can climb, or cucumber. And I got a bungee corded down here so the gate can open. So the only thing I bought was the gate and the dirt. That was the only thing I bought. That's my one strawberry plant. So, sorry about that. They must have booted me for Wi-Fi. It booted me for a minute. Yeah, see, I had to fix this. The squirrel chewed through it. So I had to fix it because he chewed through it. So I had to glue all that stuff on there. And this is our teacup one. We made a teacup one. I didn't know how good it would work, and I was afraid the animals would try to eat stuff. So it was the first year. It's a small one. I could always make another one. But for free, it works. So I'll do I appreciate that. I'll do a live stream of planting and stuff when we get the plants. Because I think it's important to teach people that they can grow their own food. Even kids. I talk to the kids on the bus about growing their own food all the time. They live in the city, though, so it's harder. But I still explain, hey, you can do it. This is what you do. Do you want to see the garden? And I show them the garden. I show them what's going on with it. I give them garden updates. They're probably like, man, this bus driver's boring. But nope, I try to get them motivated. My son helps with it. He plants stuff. He planted those strawberries last year. So we'll do tomatoes, cucumbers. The peppers do okay. I can't grow watermelon. I did it once with my dad, and we got a little watermelon this big. We each got one bite for the whole year. That's all we got. So we can only grow certain things. I appreciate you following me. Those are very kind words. I appreciate that. I really do. Because it's hard when you make videos and no one watches. It actually is hard. So, or if you go live and no one shows up, that is rough. Because you're just trying to chat with people, build a channel. And it takes a long time. I know that. I know it takes a long time. But I try to be positive and motivate people. Because there's enough negative things out there. There's enough BS in the world. We'll leave that out there. There's enough. Oh, I think this is a different... I don't know if that's the same squirrel or not. There's a squirrel, but I don't know if it's the same one. There's another squirrel, but I don't think it's potato. And it's not the little red one. This one don't look as fat. I started in April, so I'm far away. The watch hours take a long time. I'm getting a good amount of subs. I do a short every day, and they get about 1,000 views a day. I know that's not a lot, but they get about 1,000, and I'll get a couple subscribers every day. And my shorts are just about Pokemon, just to do one every day. And then my long videos are about the antique store, flea markets, flipping stuff, just looking for stuff. Like stuff, I keep stuff. Like I found this. I found this the other day. And this is like a vintage Murano or a Blanco glass. It's a tray. It doesn't have a stamp on it, but when I look them up, that's what it says they are. I paid $3 for this. This is worth at least $25. This is worth at least $25. It's beautiful. I'm going to keep it, but it's beautiful. I got that at the flea market in my flea market video the other day. Beautiful piece. And then I got this pickle guy. He's like on a sled. I got him for 50 cents. And he's real cool. I don't know what he's from. It's just like hand-blown glass. I got that for 50 cents. He's cool. And I got this porcelain guy. I don't know what he's from, but he's cool. I don't know what he's from. 50 cents. Just for the knick-knack shelf. Go cool, how you doing? We're just hanging out, talking about stuff. Hanging out. I got this old plane keychain from the flea market the other day. This was last year. I think I paid like $2 for it. It's from like 1960s. It's cool. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. Did you see the tray I got? Go cool. This is vintage Murano or Blanco. I got this for $3. This is worth at least $25. It don't have a stamp. Hi, Louie. Yeah, I'm going to keep this for myself. It's beautiful. I love that thing. Yeah, I got the pickle guy and the other guy for 50 cents a piece. I paid 50 cents. It's in my video for the flea market. It's my newest video. It's my newest video on the flea market. He's glass. I don't know what he's from or what he went to, but he's cool. And then that porcelain guy, I got him for 50 cents. I don't know what he's from either. I'll show you guys some more stuff. I got so much stuff. I got this vintage Fiesta ware. This is a vintage Fiesta ware bowl. I got this for 50 cents at a church sale. The one handle's cracked, though. The one handle's cracked. I got that for 50 cents. I got all kinds of stuff. That's a Murano. This is a Murano. This has the stamp still on it. Murano, made in Italy. I got this for $10, this old Bud vase. I got that for $10 at a yard sale. Got these old Pinocchio Pocahontas cups. Got the Roadrunner ones. Old Red Bull Bank. He's cool. A glass castle. That does sound cool. I got some old bottles. This is a good grape. Really old. This is an ancient one. This is from Southside Bottling Works. And a lot of the glass plants burned down in Pittsburgh. This is from Pittsburgh. It got a crack in it, but that's an old one. Yeah, babe, where were the Roadrunner ones from? Pizza Hut? She don't remember, but they're Pepsi. They're old. My lady found both of those. We got an old Mickey Mouse. I forget what he was. He's an old piece. He's an old one. And then I collect SeaWorld stuff. I have all these sea lions from SeaWorld, and then I have this set, which is the orcas. These are cool as hell. I found these at a church sale. The whole set. It got the salt shaker, the coffee, and the creamer. The tea set. I found this hen the other day. This hen was Goodwill. Paid $4. Probably worth about at least $12. I found this one. I don't know where that come from, but that's cool. I got this old Shawnee planter. This thing's real old. You can see the crackling on it. That's old. USA. Oh, we have one old Stein. I have this really old one. My lady found this one. Really old one. That one's really old. It has a crack at the top. This is from the old Heinz 57 for the ketchup and beans and stuff. This is a pretty old crock. I paid $1 for this. This is pretty old. Heinz ketchup from Pittsburgh. I collect a bunch of stuff. I like glass a lot. The old beer steins are cool. Some of the Budweisers you have to watch because some they overproduce. So some you got to watch what you're paying for stuff. You have to watch what you're paying for some stuff because the Budweiser ones, they over reproduce a bunch of them nowadays. I know the old ones not as much, but yeah. No, I think that's Potato because he's fat. No, it's, I don't know if that one went away and this one's Potato, but he come back. But yeah, I found all these in my recent video. I paid $3 for this. I thought I paid $4, but I paid $3 for this. I think she said $4, and I was like, I'll give you $3. And she was like, okay. I don't know if it's a reproduction or not. I don't think it is, because it's pretty heavy and pretty old, it feels. Has the feel. It's like this orange, and then it has like the silver through it. I put my keys in it and stuff. I put my keys. Yeah, that's a cool one too. I like glass a lot. Glass is cool. I had a Murano ashtray from about 1960s, 1950s. I bought it at a church sale for $30. I sold it on eBay for $120. It took like 4 months, but it was really nice. It had a brass brim on it, and it was like opaline blue, teal, and then it had white around the bottom. It was gorgeous. I should have kept it, but I knew somebody wanted it more than me. Like somebody to collect it. It is cool though. It was a cool piece. I found that at a church sale. And I'm gonna do more videos. I'm gonna go to I got a few more antique stores. 1985. Yeah, those are cool. I like those. I've seen some of those. I see some of those sometimes. Around then. They're cool though. Like some got the horses on them, some got the sleds on them. They still make them to today. Like I worked at a beer store for a while, and we'd get displays of the Steins. So they do still make them for Christmas and stuff as gifts. Not with those dates though, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen those. They're cool. They try to do like a gift pack with a beer now and stuff. So they still make some of them. Yeah, not your ones. I know yours are old. But the new ones they make look old though. But I know they got different years on them, but you got to watch if you're like collecting them or you're buying them, so you don't get got, because they still make those. So you still got to watch a little bit. They are cool, though. They're nice display pieces. You inherited them. Those are cool. St. Louis, Missouri. Budweiser was a German guy made it. He come over and made it. That's how Budweiser started. I want to say they were brothers. I want to say there was two guys. I want to say they were brothers, but I could be wrong on that. But I know they were from St. Louis, and they built the factory and all that. Budweiser, that's where it come from. Yep. Come from Germany. I can't drink it. That give me a headache. I don't drink anymore, but that would give me a headache. I like the taste of Budweiser, but it would give me a headache. I would always get a headache with that. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I stopped drinking November 2nd, so it hasn't been too long, but me and the lady went dancing in the country. We went to see Tyler Hubbard. And my day's going good, Addison. I go back to work here shortly. I just showed Blue Creeper the garden. Someone else was in here, too. I don't know if they saw the garden or not. I'm going to do a live stream of planting the garden, too. I'll have to make sure I wear my belt so y'all don't see my butt crack. Oh, well, we went to see Tyler Hubbard. We won free tickets. And it was in our town, but it was in a weird part of town. We went there. We're having a good time at the show. It's general admission. We got pretty close to the stage. And these people knew the security guards, and they were mad we were close to the stage. So they moved us. I've never been moved at a concert my whole life. They moved us in front of these other people. Well, these other people complained because we were blocking their view. I said, we'll move after the song. We moved after the song. So we complained to management. They put us in the VIP section for free. Well, like 3 songs go by. The people that we were standing in front of the second time, they threw a drink on us. It hit a kid behind us who was like 9 or 10 years old. The dad screaming. The guy jumped up, swang at me, tried to hit me in the face, missed. We reported him to the police, and then we just left the show. We're like, I'm done dealing with this crappy venue and this crappy show, so we left. We didn't get kicked out. We did nothing wrong, but I told the cop I want to press charges, and I think the cop car pulled up and took him away because they had him on tape swinging at me. So I haven't drank since then. I mean, it was a bad experience, but I haven't drank since then. But we didn't get kicked out. The other people were getting kicked out. We just left. I said, I'm done with this bull. We left. Yeah, it was bad. And we got the tickets for free, so it was cool. He's a country guy, Tyler Hubbard. He sings country songs. He's pretty famous, but yeah, he was from Florida Georgia line. So I haven't drank since then. So, but it was a crappy experience. So that's why I say I haven't drank since dancing in the country. Yeah, we left. I said, that's enough. And we didn't get kicked out. We weren't getting kicked out because we didn't do nothing wrong. But like I said, I've never been moved at a concert from general admission. The sound guy knew us from going to other local shows. He said, I seen you at this other show. And I said, yeah, we go to all their shows. He said, you guys never cause a problem. I said, we don't cause problems. We just come to enjoy the music. And he moved us to the VIP for free. And then once he moved us there, those people were still mad because we cut them off. And they threw a drink and it hit a kid. The kid was screaming. The parent was screaming, and the guy jumped up and swung at me. Not the kid's dad, but the person that threw the drink. And then Miss Positive was about to beat some lady, and we were like, we just gotta go. I said, we didn't even get kicked out. I said, look, I'm done. I've had enough of this, and we went home. And we don't have experiences like that. Like Saturday, there's a free show in my area. We might go check it out. There's 3 bands. It's Cassius Culpepper, Clover County, and Snack Time, and it's free. It's three bands for free from our local radio in Pittsburgh Public Broadcasting, WIEP. We went to Metallica concert. My friend threw up on a girl in front of us, hair. I thought we were going to get beat up, but I talked her down, though. Yeah. You got to watch because people are crazy nowadays. You can't push nobody's buttons. You don't know if that person has a ping in the parking lot. You don't know. So you have to be very careful nowadays. You know, even if they're in the wrong and you can calm them down and just get out of the situation, that could save your life. You know, you have to have pride and just swallow the pill and just say, you know, that person can have a ting and you don't want to deal with it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Especially road rage. It's not worth it because you never know what's going on in that person's mind. We just left. We talked to the cop. We reported it. We left.
Look how many views he has. How many likes.
Dang.
And he's done the same thing you do. And he's just using scraps.
I'd have to edit the shorts and stuff though. Yeah, but.
Well, you can TikTok and make it 10 minutes long.
Okay.
Look how many people he had.
Yeah.
All he did was scraps.
Yeah. You're warm. My feet are cold.
Come on, you want to look outside? Come on. Oh.
Yeah, you got to be careful. She was showing me a TikTok, people pouring baits, soft plastics. And I do that too, but I normally just live stream it.
Oh, there he is.
But she said they get a lot of likes and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. But I do make my own fishing lures too, though. I do.
I'm not going to put you down.
Yeah, you have to be careful because it takes one person having a bad day and you don't want to get caught on the wrong end of it just because even if they were wrong and you were right, it ain't worth losing your life. It ain't worth it. So you do have to tiptoe and be careful. The world is scary. But you got to get out there. You still got to go out in the world, so.
Look, the squirrel's out there. See him? I can shut the door. Look, see him? Oh, he's right there.
We were, yeah, I mean, I don't care if anyone has one, but you have to be careful because it takes one person. We were helping my friend move. We were helping my friend Jesse move. His nickname's Old Bull. We were helping him move the one time, and we were driving through the city or whatever, and there was a red light and we couldn't turn. It was in the city. It was no turn on red anyways. Well, it finally turned green. The guy behind us was beeping the whole time. We didn't turn. We just didn't do nothing.
No.
We get to going across the bridge. The guy cuts us off, flashes a gun out the window at us, and we didn't even do anything. So Old Bull just slowly backed off, and then he reported to a policeman he saw in the next corner. The policeman did nothing. We had the vehicle description, everything, the plate, everything. The cops did nothing. So you have to be very careful because it takes one person having a bad day. He could have ting-tinged us up, you know what I'm saying? So I say it like that because we're not allowed to talk about that on the YouTube, so that's why I said it like the way I did. But he did flash the thing, and it takes one person having a bad day, and we weren't even in the wrong. We really weren't even in the wrong. It takes one thing, so you have to be careful out there. It's not worth the BS.
There he is.
So
Oh, you like this?
it ain't worth it. I understand if you need one for animals like rattlesnakes and stuff like that and bears. Somebody in Florida got attacked by a bear and they died. Their dog and the person died in Florida.
The bunny's out there now.
The bunny come back. The bunny come back. Yeah, you got to watch road rage. People get real mad about their cars, and it's not even that serious. We all have insurance as long as no one's hurt. We don't have to worry about that. People are wild. I had a lady. We had a power outage, and some of the traffic lights were out. And when the traffic light's out, you're supposed to treat it like a four-way intersection. So I let everybody go. It was a busy one. It's a three-way, and I let them all go. And then I get to start going through. She drove right through the light. I'm in the school van. It says school students on it. She starts driving towards me. I'm holding the horn so she stops moving. It wasn't her turn. She gave me the double deuces, for real. For real. And I'm in a school van, and she don't know there's kids on it or not. There was no kids on it. But still, people act like that in the world. People act like that in the world, for real. And if there's kids on the bus, I got to explain why she's doing that. And, there wasn't, but still. That could have been a dangerous accident. And I'm in a school van and you still don't let me go. And it was my turn. She gave me the double deuce. That's how the world's crazy. That's why we got to be positive. We have to stay positive out here. It's a crazy world. I appreciate everybody who came by and commented. I appreciate that. We didn't have too many trolls this time. I appreciate that as well. I appreciate Blue and Addison for hanging around. Yeah, Yeah, I'm from the 90s. We used to play in the streets till the street lights come on. We didn't have to worry about nothing. It's a different time for sure. I'm going to get going here shortly. I have to order me and the lady some lunch. But I appreciate you hanging around, Blue, and I appreciate you, Addison. And we'll do more live streams. And I appreciate everyone watching my videos and stuff. I'm an 80s baby. Yeah, my lady's an 80s baby. She knows. We jammed to the same kind of music. The 1990s, the 80s, we jammed all that. My radio station on Friday does a thing called Slacker Rewind, and it's the top 10 of that week in the 90s. They'll pick a random year, and we'll listen to the music together. We used to listen to the music together and guess the songs. So I love the 90s. It was a different time. We all have to be careful. That's why I always tell all y'all, be safe out there. You know, your ego's not worth it. You know, even if you're right and they're wrong, it's not worth it. It was good talking to you, too. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I'm going to order some lunch, and maybe we'll start going live every day chatting it up about random stuff. Blue says hi, Miss Positive.
Hi.
She says hi. She's watching the squirrels and the bunny. The bunny's out there now. Yeah, I appreciate all y'all. I'll see y'all later in other chats, I'm sure. But I got to go back to work and pick up some lunch. So I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you.